Meghan Markle banned for life from South Africa, the shocking reasons behind the decision. Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, has been permanently banned from entering South Africa, a shocking decision made by the country's immigration authorities. The reason? Allegations of disrespectful and dismissive remarks about the nation and its people during her 2019 royal tour. This unprecedented move has ignited a firestorm of debate, exposing tensions between Western celebrities and African nations over issues of cultural respect and historical misunderstandings. But what exactly did Meghan say? And why did South Africa take such a drastic step? Let's dive into the details. The controversial comments that sparked outrage. During her royal tour of South Africa in 2019, Meghan and Prince Harry were welcomed with grand ceremonies, enthusiastic crowds, and media coverage. However, behind the scenes, Meghan reportedly expressed dissatisfaction with the hospitality she received. According to multiple reports, Meghan allegedly described her South African experience as basic and chaotic, remarks that were perceived as insulting and tone-deaf given the country's economic struggles and the effort locals made to welcome her. What made things worse was that Meghan reportedly downplayed South Africa's socio-economic difficulties, suggesting that its struggles were not unique when compared to the rest of the world. To many South Africans, this felt like an insensitive dismissal of the country's history of colonialism, apartheid, and ongoing economic disparity. These remarks, though not officially recorded, allegedly leaked to the media, fueling an intense backlash. South Africa responds, the lifetime ban. South African immigration authorities have now taken an extraordinary step, imposing a lifetime visa ban on Meghan Markle. This is an extreme diplomatic message, as such bans are typically reserved for criminals, fraudsters, or individuals posing a security threat. Government officials clarified that the ban is not merely about Meghan Markle, but a broader message. Respect for our culture, heritage, and people is non-negotiable. No status or title absolves someone from the responsibility of treating our country with dignity. This move underscores South Africa's stance on cultural pride and respect, making it clear that Western figures will not be granted immunity from accountability. But while South African officials remain firm, the ban has sparked a wider international debate. Social media erupts, viral hashtags, and public outrage. As soon as reports of Meghan's remarks emerged, South Africans took to social media in droves. Hashtags like #Meghan Markle must apologize and #Respect South Africa began trending, with thousands expressing anger, disappointment, and frustration. Memes flooded Twitter and Instagram, mocking Meghan's alleged ignorance about African culture. Some users pointed out the double standards and how Western celebrities often romanticize Africa in public but express disdain in private. One viral tweet read, "She came here for a photo op, not to understand our struggles. We are not a safari backdrop for her next Netflix documentary." Others called out Meghan for her lack of cultural sensitivity, arguing that her words reflected a larger issue of Western misunderstanding of African nations. The backlash was so intense that even major news outlets began covering the controversy, further amplifying the scandal. Meghan's silence, no apology, no clarification. Despite the growing uproar, Meghan Markle has remained silent on the issue. No official statement has been released by her team, and neither she nor Prince Harry have directly addressed the controversy. This silence has only fueled more anger. Many South Africans feel that an apology or clarification could have helped de-escalate the situation, but instead, Meghan's lack of response is being interpreted as arrogance. One South African journalist wrote, "A simple 'I misspoke' or 'I regret my words' would have gone a long way. But silence speaks louder than any PR-crafted excuse." Without any attempt at damage control, Meghan's relationship with South Africa appears beyond repair. The bigger conversation, cultural sensitivity, and Western entitlement. Beyond Meghan herself, this incident has sparked an important global discussion. How do Western figures perceive and interact with African nations? Why do many celebrities treat Africa as a mere PR backdrop? Should famous personalities be held accountable for cultural insensitivity, regardless of their status? For decades, African nations have struggled against stereotypes, often being portrayed as poverty-stricken, lawless, or in need of Western saviors. Meghan's alleged comments have reopened wounds, reinforcing the perception that many Western figures still view Africa through a colonial lens. Public figures are now under increased scrutiny to ensure that their words and actions reflect genuine respect, rather than ignorance masked as goodwill. Can Meghan fix this? Possible resolutions. While the ban appears permanent, some experts believe that Meghan could still attempt to repair the damage, if she takes the right steps. A genuine apology. A heartfelt, unfiltered apology could ease tensions and demonstrate accountability. Engaging with South African communities, Meghan could show sincerity by working directly with local leaders to understand South Africa's history and struggles. Educational initiatives. Promoting South African cultural awareness through her platform could help rebuild trust. However, given her lack of response so far, experts are skeptical whether Meghan will make any effort to mend ties. The power of social media. A lesson in global accountability. This scandal proves one thing. The digital age makes cultural ignorance impossible to hide. Gone are the days when celebrities could say whatever they wanted without consequences. Today, a single remark can ignite a worldwide debate. Meghan's case is a prime example of how social media amplifies public outrage, forcing even the most high-profile figures to face consequences. Western celebrities visiting Africa must now rethink their approach, understanding that title and fame do not grant immunity from criticism. Final thoughts. A warning for future visitors. Meghan Markle's lifetime visa ban from South Africa is not just about one person. It's about a shift in how African nations demand respect from global figures. If nothing else, this serves as a stern warning. If you visit a country, respect it. If you represent an audience, be mindful of your words. And if you offend a nation, be ready to face the backlash. The world is watching, and no one is untouchable anymore.